And I have a very distinct memory, and I reckon it was probably in my first week of work, being on yard duty. So I'm out in the yard, and I believe I was probably taking over from the teacher and sort of asking her a question and getting the distinct impression that she was looking over her shoulder. So there was a lot of that went on the whole time I was there, being very careful what you said and where you said it. So, whether that was not talking in front of students. And I mean, teachers clearly have conversations that are not appropriate to have in front of students. You might be talking about another student's learning or whatever. So that's not uncommon. But I've never been in a situation where people were nervous and kind of nervously checking who was listening. So there was this kind of really palpable sense of being watched or scrutinized, and being worried about it. That's probably one of the things about working there that, over time becomes more explicit and, you have a better understanding of, is just that constant idea that you could do the wrong thing or, be reprimanded, so lose your job for something that you don't have a great deal of control over.
This is not an unfamiliar story, and I'm sharing this, and I know she won't mind me sharing it. So a teacher that I'm in touch with that, was there in my earlier years of teaching, but only briefly, because in my first and second year, I think there was like a total of probably, 9 teachers in the first year that were like flipped in that school. Wow. And that's a lot of uncertainty for somebody that's just starting high school. And I've been in contact with one of the teachers. She reached out and said, "Hey, I've seen your stuff. I have only just gotten to the point where I'm able to work in a work environment where I'm not in that flight or fight primal fear mode of like, is somebody like, can I say, am I, that just what you spoke about, looking over your shoulder." And like we as ex-members experience that when we first leave, right? For the first couple of years, you're constantly like, is dad there? Is somebody going to see me going into a cafe? Is somebody going to see me going to the movies? That like moves on. But she explained it to me. I was like, I know what you mean. I know what you feel like, because us members feel like that.